Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So slightly different today. We're in my room where I normally film, but of course it's a different angle. Normally I'm sitting over there at the desk. Today I wanted to do an update on this room, which is my bedroom, my tarot space, my sacred space. I wanted to do an update after a year of decluttering last year to tell you kind of what happened, to show you around. So all of my stuff from my tarot room downstairs ended up in my bedroom. Extra furniture, all my tarot decks, all my witchy stuff, all my apothecary. It all had to come into this one room. Pieces of furniture, so desks, writing bureaus, all came up from downstairs. So the very fact that all of this fits in this room now is a testimony to the decluttering. Downstairs now, my son has a drumming room and a teenager's room, which is just wonderful. And I thought I'd share it because I wanted to do a VR to Meg over at Rose Honey Ritual, who shared, I think it was Meg, she started sharing what's on my desk. I've loved watching those videos. I've really loved them. So I thought not only could I give you an update on the room after all the decluttering videos, but I could also show you what's on my desk or desks. This is the desk that was downstairs in the window downstairs, and it was brilliant for filming at because the window was lower, the light was perfect. Not so much up here because you can see my window is higher, but the sun comes in at a weirder angle, so it can sort of glare out me and the cards when I'm filming. But if I try and block the window at all, it's then too dark. You can see I've got a ring light on now. So I'm really struggling. When I first started, I did put the desk here in front of my altar, but that was just way too dark there. So I've now got clear space here. What I've done is I brought all my exercise and my weights up here, and I've started exercising for my deity because the Morrigan is kicking my arse about the fact I'm not strong anymore, and I used to be super strong. So that's deity practice at the minute, believe it or not. And my desk has come over here. This is my filming desk. It's also currently got Wizard of Oz things on there for the 365 yellow brick project that Sylvain is doing over at Sylvain Deadly Sins, which I am loving. If you don't know what that project is, I'll put all the links below, but basically it's a whole year in the land of Oz with all the books from the Wizard of Oz writing, and we're doing daily tarot and journaling from it, and it's been, oh my gosh, it's been so awesome. I know everybody that's doing it is loving it. Does anybody else have a pot of half-started writing underneath their desk that they don't know what to do with, but they're not finished with? Or is that just me? Just me, perhaps. Right then, let me show you what's on this main desk. So you can see I put this piece of wood on the windowsill just to give me an additional lip so I could put my gooseneck holder, oh look at the lorries going past, and my ring light, look, they clip on there, in an attempt to film and have somewhere to film. So 365 yellow bricks. So look, this is the book we're on at the moment, so this is on here. This is book 2, and book 1, they're only thin books, but book 1 was the whole of the Wizard of Oz film, and book 2 now is a brand new story that I've never read before, so it's absolutely brilliant. You can see my bookmark in there that my daughter made me, which is so precious to me. I've got my just a simple notebook. I bought it because the sparkly blue reminded me of Dorothy's dress. That's what I'm doing my daily journaling in. And out on this desk is Cat Pierce's The Wandering Star Tarot. This is the deck that I bought at the start of January specifically for this project. Oh, and I'm so glad I did. It is just perfect for this project. I am loving it. I love this deck, and it's been profound to use, and it's just so beautiful as well. So this is a current spread that I'm working with. At the back here, these 3 cards are the start of a new main spread that we're building over the days. You can see, look at the little stand they're on. This little stand just says sparkle. It's not a tarot stand, it was just I think it might have been a Christmas decoration, but it's just perfect for holding cards on. So that's where my main spread is going. And all of these stones, which I sometimes use to hold up cards, were painted by me and the kids. Were found and painted on my favourite beach or in the woods. Wherever we see a good stone, we pick them up, and we sometimes have a stone painting session, which is lovely. And then we've got, of course, Dorothy. Barbie as Dorothy is keeping me company. She is a vintage 1990s Barbie, and she's got Toto in her basket, and of course she's got her ruby slippers on her feet, although they weren't ruby slippers in the book, believe it or not. They were silver slippers in the book. At the back I've just propped up a cork board just to put any notes or anything. Currently on the cork board there is a postcard from the Somnia Tarot, which I got gifted for my birthday in November, which I'm loving. This is the temperance card that got sent in all the packaging, and I'm in a temperance year, so that's why that's there. Also, in another package off a friend, this Justice card, which I think is from the It Might Hurt Tarot, isn't it? That came in with a letter, and I love it, and I just like the idea of balancing the scales and the balance of temperance together. And it's Imbolc today, so in honour of Bridget, I've put a swan card up there. Of course, you can't have a desk without a little bit of Frida on there, so that is a business card from a gift that I got sent by a lovely subscriber, so that business card is up there. A little bit of Frida. This corkboard I've just edged in. I've got lots of vintage lace, and this is vintage ribbon as well, so just to edge the corners of that. On this stand I am working as well. Every book I'm pulling a new card from the Dark Mirror Tarot, and when I do an update on the 365 yellow books, I'm going to talk about these, because these have been unbelievably magic and kind of matching that card a little bit. There's my self-love Barbie. I love this style. She's only a very cheap fashionista Barbie, but she is my first curvy Barbie. I use her for self-love work. I absolutely adore her. She sometimes holds cards for me as well. Got a couple of candles. This was a candle that I got sent in from a giveaway that I won from Saturnarium. Oh my gosh, it has been my favourite all-time candle I've ever had. The smell is just beautiful. It's nearly run out now, which is a shame. But that's kind of what's on my desk. And above it, look, you can see the issues I have with filming here. Sitting up there, we've got 2 Mycene Barbies, which I got from the charity shop. These are really healing old patterns of behaviour to do with not being loyal where I shouldn't be loyal. There's a whole story behind those. Anyway, they're special to me and I love them. And this is also the north part of the room, so I've got my north altar here for earth, and I've got a doll to represent earth and home, and I've got Penny Clip Clop here as well, which is my money box. I've got my little vintage dream pull along pig with amethysts on. In the Harry Potter potions box, this is where I keep my decks that I need to get to, decks that I'm currently working with. I keep them either in this box or in these top 2 drawers here. So in this box there's the Mystical Dream Tarot in there. I've got my Moon Oracle and my I Ching deck. I've got the Thoth and the Star Tarot is in there. There's the Dark Mirror that I'm working with down here. What else have I got in the drawers? If you saw my winter decks, you would have seen me picking these pairs. So I've got the Hollow Woods with the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. I've got the Witchling Academy Tarot and the Witch's Oracle there. What else have we got? The Rainbow Moon Tarot to work with the Iris, and the Uncommon Tarot with the Divine Muses. I think that is the Creativity Oracle with the Deviant Moon. And then there's the Enchanted Oracle. That's Mag's Tree Whisperer Oracle on the Hobbit. So those are decks that are currently planned to work with, perhaps. Not that I often get to them all. And then this as well is current reading. There's my journals up here. I have journals down the side of the bed there that I can grab at night. Yeah, you can see more journals up here. This one I just finished yesterday. It was amazing. I've got my microphones and my earphones here. Tinned Tarot is up here. What else do I have out? Oh look, that was the first book we read, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Over there I've got my East altar, so I've got another doll and things to represent the East there. Okay, so I kind of think that that's that desk done. And then we come to my writing bureau desk, which again I use for, it's got tarot storage in and just tarot work. Now my word of the year is story, and these two decks I'm currently using to explore that. So I'm using the Somnia Tarot with Into the Lonely Woods Oracle. This is a spread that's currently out and it is just wonderful. It's a lovely, fantastic combination, trying to decipher stories of the past and new stories moving forward, and why and how, and the whys and hows of it all. It's just been fantastic. At the back here, this piece of wood was a piece of driftwood that we found, which we love. Busby had it for a while in his room, hence the smiley face on there, and then I stole it back. What have we got on here? We've got a little troll crystal. I've got amethysts, which are my favourite. I have got elephants, different crystals, shells. This is a protective eye. I painted the glass eyes and then I sewed it into a heart. This was work that was for the Morrigan, really. I just enjoy doing a bit of hand sewing and beading. It can actually be worn as a ring, but it was a lot, I thought. And I might turn it into a necklace or something. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But she lives on here. At the back in these alcoves, I have pens. I've got Dark Angels, which I like to sometimes pull a card from. And then I've got like classic decks. So I've got my Rider-Waite's. So the Radiant Spirit, that's the original. And I have my yellow box there. And then I have Tarot de Marseille, so that's the Spanish tarot. And then I've got a Moon Oracle in here. And then behind the doors, this is where some of my tarot storage is kept, with dolls and artwork, and yeah, just easy to get to. So these are the ones that I'm using at the minute that need to be easy to get to. So there's some tarot storage there. Of course, swans are never far away, to be honest. So I collect these like little swans. And then I've got collection of Pop Funkos as well, and shells, stress balls, which I love. For me, that looks like a little weird pearl in a shell, which I love. What else have we got? We've got fancy bookmarks, and then little Frida oracles. You can never be far away from a Frida card pull when I need it. So Trelawney looks over it all. Up on the wall, I've got, that was my self-love magic picture that I found in the charity shop, which I adore. It's like a tapestry, can you see? And then there's one of my art pieces there, which is all to do with animal energy magic. So the octopus is really important to me. The swan, and if you can see, there's a girl riding the swan. And then the crows, the crow feathers coming out of the lake. And then there are dream boats, one for each of my children, sailing away through the air in dream boats. So this was an octopus moon picture, which I really enjoyed drawing. So that's it for those two desks, really. Loads of my vintage plushies up there. Not all vintage, actually. There's a Build-A-Bear Lala Loopsy up there as well. And then we come to this writing bureau, which again has tarot storage all the way down. My apothecary stuff went in there. I've got lots of collected earth and water. There's candles and different things in there. More tarot decks. And this is designated for my Arthurian Tarot HalloQuest work. You can see I've got the deck in here and the Mists of Avalon Oracle, which will work with it. There's the HalloQuest book, a couple of journals. Let me show you this journal. This arrived in the post. It was a few days ago, but I put it to one side and I only opened it the other day. This, guys, is a handmade journal. Look at that beautiful writing. It's sent to me by the wonderful Shauna, whose channel I'll link below. Came with some stickers. I put this sticker on the front because Shauna, it reminded me of you and me doing the HalloQuest together, battling our way through it all. So I've put that on to the front to honour us. But that was such a special birthday gift. Look, she made it herself. Look at the binding. So that's something really, really special on this desk. So I was just writing the HalloQuest out in this, but this is nearly full now. And I am only not even a third of the way through the HalloQuest. Shauna did a lot better at keeping going. So I'm going to continue with it this year. And when I've used this book up, I'm going to go on to that book. So that's already sat there ready and waiting. What else have I got at the back of here? I have another tarot deck in there. There's candles at the back. I've got some vintage perfume bottles. If you can see, I love these Avon bottles. We used to have an Avon lady come round the village when I was a little girl, and I just loved them. I lost my favourite, which was a clown one, and I just really want to find it again. But I just think they're incredible. And these are the ones I really love, this type. And also these push down toys. I used to be fascinated with these as a kid. These ones that collapse down. So yeah, I love that. So that's what I've got on the desk there. And you can see there's lots of storage in here. Essential oils, all sorts of different things, and soil collected from different places, crystals, all sorts of stuff going on in there. And again in here you can see all sorts of stuff and a moon in there. On the top of that is probably the biggest tarot card holder you ever will see, which is my Enchantimals collection, which is all set up to tell a story, and it has some Monster High dolls. Again, look, the octopus doll, really important. It's all got a meaning, this doll. I can't go into the meaning of that doll, but oh my gosh, she's something else. And then my Sagittarian spirit bursting out from childhood trauma, which is basically some of the story over here. And it tells a tale. You can see I've used different things from collections, like the perfume bottles. So there's another perfume bottle down here, charms, old toys, badges that were given to me by well, I'm not even going to say it, but yeah, somebody not pleasant at all. There are areas for my deity. Look, there's the swan and the swan girl for Bridget. Oh, there's all sorts. And depending on where I place the tarot cards on here, that will give it a different impact, and I love it. Look, there's photographs of me and the kids hidden in. Oh, I love it. The snow globes and this Eiffel Tower perfume bottle also has its own meaning, as do the cows, as do the two-faced person. Yeah, all has meaning, and it is just incredible to set up a physical story like this with toys and to interact with it with tarot. So I suppose that is on my desk. It's on top of my desk, and I love it. And at the very back there is a gigantic machine embroidery that I made on canvas, which is called Finding Tilly, which is about recovery after realizing your child is disabled, and the shock and that journey, because that's a journey and that's a story. And you can see through it are thumbprints from my dad, because when Tilly was diagnosed, it was the same time that I lost my dad, and my dad's voice came very strongly to walk with me through that grief. And of course the thumbprint is really pertinent for me and my dad, because it's only me and my dad in the family that have got club thumbs, our weird little clubbies. And yeah, the thumbprint became really important in that. Yeah, so that's at the back. If you're interested in some more of my artwork, here are some more mixed media machine embroideries as well, with jigsaw pieces. Look, I can't stay away from toys. It's only now, looking back in retrospect, that I realise it. Isn't that odd? But this has just been amazing. So there's a lot going on, but I can't help myself. This is basically a physical representation of my imagination spilling over into the real world. Oh dear. And you can see on the wall there's more octopus drawings. The octopus was incredibly powerful for me when I needed support. And more of my own embroideries, I know you've seen these before, mixed with some of Renee's artwork from her amazing oracle deck. Look, it's that one there. If you want to know what that artwork's from, it's from this oracle deck, the She of Insight Oracle, which is incredible. So incredible, I bought 4 of the original artworks. And then I don't really use this as a desk, but you can see I did for a while get rid of my main altar. This is my main deity altar, but I've put it back now. There's the doll that I won in that giveaway with Saturnarium. So there are a lot of workings going on here that include dolls, include cards, not tarot cards. Look what I've got on here at the minute, guys. I have got the cards from this stair game, but I'm also pulling Pokemon cards, and oh my gosh, the messages that are coming through are just amazing. So I've got places to charm jewellery, and again in this cauldron as well. I keep my perfume oils and my tinctures on there and my nail polishes. There's more artwork. This is all artwork of mine, and artwork for the Morrigan. There's all sorts of stuff there. There are just different sections of altars that I can use at different times for different things, either to remind me or to bring me support or to say thanks or to bring gratitude or to actually do a set working or a spell, and I love it. So that's it, guys. I mean, this side of the room is just a bookcase ready to take dolls, Monster High. Oh, she has fallen down. She's never after high. This artwork at the back is actually by an artist called Rachel Grant, who I was really good friends with. I've got a number of pieces of her artwork. She's incredible. So there's Blue Boy. And there's a Barbie that the kids chose for me for Christmas and got me as a surprise. And they've kind of made friends, so that's cool. Oh, and because it's Immalt today, I want to show you this. This ragdoll I picked up for 50p from the charity shop. And she's in a bit of a mess, to be honest, look. So I thought I want to, over February, as honour for Bridget, to turn her into an Immalt Bridget doll, and I need to start working, so sewing and crochet, and I don't know yet. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do it, but she is going to be my Bridget doll. So that's it, guys. What's on my desks, plural? Lots, as you can see, and tarot storage, and lots of space to work and journal and do Hallow quests. It's fun in here, but I have to come back to what I started with saying, was the only reason that this is possible is because I decluttered. And you're probably looking at this room now thinking, I can't believe you're using the word decluttered with all of this. But everything that's in here now is stuff that I love and use and is going to bring growth to me and joy. Whereas before it was just as packed, but with stuff I didn't even know what it was, or I had no use for it, or it was just something I was holding on to because that's the difference that decluttering brought me. I will never ever be a minimalist, as you can see, and I never want to really be a minimalist, but this is a nice space for me. So that's it, guys. A look through my room at what's on all the different desks and on them and in them, and I suppose around them. It's a update on the decluttering as well, and where the room is now, and whether it was worth doing all the work of decluttering. The answer to that is a big yes. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Meg, for starting this tag. I am super nosy. Sacred space tours, room tours, tarot room tours and desk tours are my very, very favourite thing on YouTube. So I love them. So that was mine, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.